Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jerry Griffin, a member of the MARTA board representing Clayton County, and we're here to present to you the proposed fiscal year 2017 operating budget and capital budget for the proposed bus service and the proposed bus service modifications for August the 6th, 2016. We invite your comments to give residents and concerned citizens the opportunity to voice their individual opinions on the proposed fiscal year 2017 operating and capital budget and the proposed service modification. The MARTA board, when making the final decision on the proposals, will consider comments received along with any other letters received. Please be assured that MARTA is interested in your comments. At this time, let me recognize any other people we have here. Do we have, I don't see any officials. My colleague, I'm expecting Ms. Roberta Abdul Salam to be here. But we've got several MARTA people in the back. I think you can meet them. At this time, we'll hear from Kevin Hurley, Senior Director of the Office of Treasurer, who will provide an overview of the proposed fiscal year 2017 operating and capital budget.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin. The MARTA Board is considering the adoption of the proposed FY 2017 operating and capital budgets that were developed with the goal of producing a fiscally sound budget that will enable the authority to optimize performance in a cost-effective manner. The proposed FY 2017 budget will position MARTA to continue its transformation from good to great. The FY 2017 proposed operating budget includes the following highlights: the complete implementation of Clayton County bus service, including security enhancements, rail service enhancements that were implemented in May 2014 will be continued. Continued enhancements to safety and security measures, as well as leveraging the investment in state of good repair projects. Enhanced technology for customer communications. Implementation of the Integrated Operations Center. Continuation of the Q-Bus program and new buses utilized for service. Enhanced restroom, including smart restrooms and other station enhancement initiatives. Continuation of negotiated union wage increases of 3%. Implementation of a 3% planned merit increase for non-represented employees. Continuation of the performance management program. Absenteeism reduction strategy. Further implementation of the MARTA Transformation Initiative MTI plan. For the fiscal year 2017 budget and overall long-term financial plan, MARTA will continue to operate within its means while evaluating opportunities for cost savings, revenue generation, and other enhancements. MARTA will continue to conduct strategic and process improvements to ensure the future success of our system. The proposed FY 2017 budget represents the continued commitment of staff to maintain a safe and secure system, improve service quality, respond to customer needs, and prepare MARTA for the future of transit in the Atlanta region, while at the same time containing costs. The proposed operating budget consists of $453.3 million in net transit operating expenditures to provide safe, reliable, and affordable bus, mobility, and rail service. Increase, let me make sure here. Increase in base fare and other fare rates are deferred to FY 2018. No such increase is planned for FY 2017. A proposed pilot program to increase the discount scale for the partnership program is proposed for FY 2017. MARTA proposes to eliminate the Holiday Group Pass program. The proposed fares for FY 2017 will remain constant as follows. 1, the base fare of $2.50 and monthly pass fare of $95 will remain in effect. 2, the mobility base fare will remain at $4. 3, the mobility monthly pass will remain at $128. And 4, reduced fare will remain at $1. In the proposed FY 2017 budget, MARTA's fixed route bus system will consist of 101 routes, 91 in DeKalb, Fulton, and the city of Atlanta, and 10 in Clayton. And it will run approximately 29.3 million total vehicle miles, 26.6 million in DeKalb, Fulton, and the city of Atlanta, and 2.7 million in Clayton County, remaining stable and relative to the FY 2016 levels. The MARTA Mobility Demand Response Paratransit Service coverage for FY 2017 is projected to reach 9.8 million miles, which includes Clayton County service. In FY 2017, the rail service is estimated to be 23.5 million rail car miles to accommodate the ridership needs. The rail system currently consists of 47.6 miles of double track and 38 stations. MARTA's FY 2017 proposed operating revenue budget totals $458.2 million and is funded by the following sources. $214.5 million of MARTA's projected FY 2017 sales tax revenue of $448.1 million will fund the operating budget, and about $21.0 million will be allocated to a reserve account to fund a future Clayton County high-capacity passenger option. The remaining sales tax will be allocated to the FY 2017 capital funding program. $9.0 million in ad valorem tax fee revenue, which is associated with the ad valorem legislative make-whole provision. $69.5 million in federal assistance, which includes the flex of 5307 and 5309 preventative maintenance funds to the operating budget. A total of $143.4 million is from passenger revenue. Another $12.8 million is from other transit-related revenues, which include advertising, station, parking revenue, and investment income. Lease and rental incomes, including transit-oriented development and other income, total $9 million. Operating reserves from FY 2016 are projected to exceed $236.3 million. I will now summarize the proposed capital funds budget. MARTA's 2017 proposed capital budget provides total capital expenditures of $439 million, which includes $292.1 million for capital improvements and $146.9 million in debt service. The capital improvement program provides for the replacement, rehabilitation, and enhancement of facilities and equipment required to support system safety, transit operations, and regulatory requirements. The program ensures that the transit system is maintained to enable delivery of high-quality service, and in addition, funds are also allocated to support the authority's planning program. Other activities may be undertaken as authorized by the Board of Directors. MARTA is authorized to sell bonds, floating rate notes, and/or tax-exempt commercial paper to fund its capital improvement program. Debt service comprised of principal and interest payments on fixed and variable rate debt is also funded by the capital program. A total of $440.4 million is available to support the FY 2017 capital budget from the following sources. The prior year capital fund carryover is estimated at $122.6 million. The capital portion of the sales tax, including Clayton County non-escrow sales tax, is estimated at $212.7 million. Federal capital assistance and state grants and interest income are budgeted at $42.1 and $1.5 million respectively for the continued building and renovation of our bus and rail system. Approximately $61 million will be secured through a financing program, primarily through the sale of fixed-rate bonds or floating-rate notes or other debt instruments. However, based on market conditions, cash balances, and other unanticipated impacts on projected cash flows, MARTA reserves the right to issue debt in excess of the specified amount. This concludes my remarks on the proposed FY 2017 operating and capital budgets.
Thank you, Kevin. We'll now hear from Ms. Yolanda Crane, Acting Manager, Service Planning and Scheduling, who will provide an overview of the proposed bus service modifications for August 6, 2016.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin. I would like to begin by thanking our customers for supporting MARTA. The proposed service modifications are designed to improve system reliability and safety by making changes to service that will address overcrowding, schedule adherence, service frequency, on-time performance, and customer demand. The proposed changes for August 6, 2016 are as follows. Route 3, Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, Auburn Avenue. It is proposed this route be realigned to operate from Hamilton E. Holmes Station to John Wesley Dobbs Avenue and Howell Street, which will be the new terminus on all service days. Additionally, some segments to Edgewood Keller Park Station will be discontinued due to underutilization. It is expected this modification will improve schedule adherence, streamline service, and address requests for service extension east of 5 Point Station on Saturdays and Sundays. Route 4, Thomasville, Moreland Avenue, MTC. It is proposed the temporary realignment operating along Harger Street instead of McWilliams Road become the permanent routing to eliminate potentially hazardous roadway conditions. Connections to Route 55 and 78 will be maintained. Route 13, Fair Street, Mosley Park. It is proposed this route be realigned to discontinue operation across the railroad crossing at Chapel Road to improve safety, eliminate delays, and improve schedule adherence. Additionally, it is proposed that Route 13 operate along Westview Place to serve Barine Village, a subsidized housing community for seniors with disability, instead of underutilized segments along Alatoona Place and Mathewson Place. Also, services to Westlake Station will be streamlined with operation along Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Route 15, South DeKalb, Candler Road, Forest Parkway. It is proposed this route operate bi-directional along East Trinity Place to Decatur Station. This proposal will simplify bus operations within the city of Decatur and mitigate conflicts with the current operation across the railroad crossing at North McDonald Street and the constricted turn movement from East College Avenue onto South Candler Street. Route 51, Joseph E. Boone. It is proposed this route be extended to Hamilton E. Holmes Station from the current terminus at New Jersey Avenue and Joseph E. Boone, as recommended in the Comprehensive Operation Analysis, the COA. Additionally, in response to requests for improved transit accessibility from a new Habitat for Humanity housing community, the extension will operate via Swanee Avenue, Verbena Street, Fairfield Place, and Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Route 117, Rock Bridge Road, Panola Road. It is proposed this route be realigned to maintain a continuous east-west movement through the corridor as recommended in the COA concept of streamlining services. The proposal includes an exchange of routing alignments between routes 117 and 125. Route 117's western terminus would be realigned from Kensington Station to Avondale Station. Route 125, Clarkston, North Lake. It is proposed this route be realigned to maintain a continuous north-south movement through the corridor as recommended in the COA concept of streamlining services. The proposal includes an exchange of routing alignments between routes 117 and 125. Route 125's southern terminus would be realigned from Avondale Station to Kensington Station. Additionally, realignment in the northern segment of the route is proposed to provide continuous through movements along Montreal Road, North Lake Parkway, and Lawrenceville Highway. It is expected the proposals will improve schedule adherence with the discontinuation of service along La Vista Road. Also, the selected trips that provide direct service to Bank of America will be discontinued. Service for Bank of America will be maintained with operation along North Lake Parkway. Route 181, Buffington Road, South Fulton Park and Ride. It is proposed this route be extended from College Park Station to East Point Station via Main Street. This proposal addresses numerous requests from area residents to restore service along Main Street for improved transit accessibility and connectivity to retail, post office, restaurants, and other local destinations in the area, which were discontinued during the FY10 major service contraction. Service to College Park Station will be maintained on Main Street. Route 191, Justice Center, SR 85 Riverdale Road, M.H. Jackson International Terminal. It is proposed this route be extended from Maynard H. Jackson Jr. International Terminal to College Park Station on all service days. This proposal is in response to requests for connectivity to a rail station without transferring to another bus service. It is expected this proposal will alleviate crowding concerns on Route 196 without the need for a transfer from Route 191. Additionally, the alternating patterns along Flint River and Georgia 138 will be realigned to operate as a bidirectional loop, capturing productive segments from each pattern. Implement complementary ADA service for the above new and extended routes to comply with the Americans with Disabilities Acts of 1990. This concludes the overview of the proposed service modifications for August 6, 2016.
Thank you, Ms. Crane. At this time, we'll receive public comments. Each person will be afforded 3 minutes to speak, and I'll call on you, and if you'll come up to the podium here and speak. The first speaker tonight is Edward McKenzie, who is representing the Hearts to Nourish Hope. Mr. McKenzie.
Good evening. We're proposing that a bus stop be placed in front of our organization. We service anywhere from 4,000 people a month that comes there, and it is hard for the citizens to get to our location because they either have to walk from town center or they have to walk from, it depends on the direction that they're coming from, or Taylor Road, and walk down, because we're at that end of 85 and 138 down by the next to IHOP in that general area. So we're servicing the county court services. We have buildings, we have the services in there for the court system, for the state court system, for probation, juvenile court, state court, drug court, and all these other services. We have people coming in for GED programs, for food pantry, for CNA classes, and it's just hard for the residents who need to get there in a efficient time to get there and get the things that they need and then get back, or if they're there all day for classes and then they have to walk a mile or 2 miles or whatever just to get back to the nearest bus stop. So we're just proposing that they extend the bus stop in the front of that building, because there isn't anything, like I said, the closest thing is Taylor Road, or Town Center, or the QT on 85. So we just wanted,
Thank you, Mr. McKenzie. Appreciate that. Let me say, we are making a record of this. Anything you say tonight will be included in the public record and will go to MARTA for consideration. The next speaker is Ms. Vicki Warren. Ms. Warren.
Trying to keep up with my time myself.
He'll tell you.
All right, yes. I want to talk about the 193. As it is, there is no stop in front of South Lake Mall. You have to go past it to the Enterprise, and then you have to walk back in the dirt, then go either on the side where there's a fence or across the street where the Beauty Master is. And according to records, that's a third of a mile. What I'm proposing is that the 193 go down in the mall from Clayton State going toward the Justice Center, and it can stop where the 196 goes and come out by the Social Security office, come back up Mount Zion, and then pick up at that bus stop, which is already there because there's no bus stop for the 193 on Jonesboro Road in front of the mall. Okay. And then when the bus comes down going toward East Point, I was wondering if it can make a right onto Mount Zion Road and then go South Lake Festival, because we shop over there too. You got the Burlington, TJ Maxx, you got the tag office, the recruiting office, and then make a right onto North Lee Street in front of that Drury Inn. There's no bus stop anyway on Jonesboro Road for that respective area. So when it makes a left back out onto Jonesboro, it would just pick up where the bus stop left off. And we also need some benches. We need some place to sit. And that's about it.
Thank you, Ms. Warren.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate that. Ms. Summerin Menifee. Menifee? All right, thank you. Won't you come up, Ms. Menifee?
I'm not a spokesperson.
That's right.
But I just moved here to Georgia, so I'm just gonna read what I wrote. Could the bus go to the 193 go to Jonesboro to Harper Drive to Rex Road on Rex Road, Morrow, towards right on Trammell, then left on Rex Road, then to the Clayton State University, which requires bus stop or all areas mentioned, and back forth and back. And we need shelters and bus seats also.
Thank you very much, Ms. Menifee. That's the only people that have signed up to speak. Is there anyone else in the audience that would like to be heard? If so, we'll be glad to give you a card and you can sign up. Thank you. First off, let me thank you for coming out. I think you presented some good information. Let me suggest that you might, while we have a record of it, if you want to send some public comments, please feel free to write them out and send them to MARTA so that there's no misunderstanding of what you're requesting. That'd be great. If you would just turn that in before you leave, that'd be great. Let me say that thank you for attending this evening's meeting, this public hearing brought to you by MARTA on the 16th day of May 2016. We'd like to announce that there were 14 total people present and that the number were 9 MARTA staff present and no members of the press. Thank you for coming out, and this concludes our hearing. Have a good day.